Hello everyone, I'm Eloa, the community manager for Embers Adrift, and in this short video I want to explain you the latest news regarding our game and our patch, the Threat of Grimstone. If you're following us, you have seen all of those news on social media, Discord and the forum, or maybe in the weekly community show. But in this video, the information will be a little bit shorter in case you do not have much time. First of all, the big news is the change of price. Indeed, the box costs now $29.99 instead of $39.99. This of course includes a first month of gameplay. The monthly subscription also have been reduced to $9.99 instead of $14.99. If you are a player outside of USA, unfortunately you will have some taxes. Those taxes depend on your government and will vary from one country to the next. There is unfortunately nothing we can do about that, but it is one of the reasons we wanted to change the price. For Embers Adrift, it's very important to have a fair business model. So we have chosen the box cost and the monthly subscription. We think it's ethical, fair and equal for everyone. Everyone will have access exactly to the same content regardless of the finances. We do not want to monetize our game through a cash app. But we understand that there's plenty of super cool MMORPG to play out there in the market today, and we wanted our price to be a little bit more competitive. So we hope that this change of price will encourage new players to try our game and join our community, and returning players to join up once again. The Threat of Grimstone is the first monthly patch we are releasing. We have decided to change the way we release content in Embers Adrift. Instead of having small patch that release every week, we want to gather all of our content in one big patch at the end of the month. This allows us to test this content thoroughly with our player on the QA server. If you have an active subscription and you want to test the game and give your feedback, you are very welcome to join us on the QA server when the tests are happening. The QA server is not open 24/7, so check out on Discord to know when the tests happen. We are very grateful to all of our players that have been testing thoroughly the content of this patch. And now let's speak of the content of this new patch. First, the new zone, Grimstone Canyon, for players starting at level 30. As its name suggests, it is some canyon. You will see that the geography is pretty different and give a different type of gameplay. The canyons are sometimes very narrow and will not allow you to skip the mobs, so you will have to fight your way through these canyons to find a bigger and larger valley. There is plenty of adventure and plenty of new creatures. There is 5 new creatures to discover: the Slagjack, the Stonecoat, the Redmane that are prowling during the night, the Scorpio, and some very elusive others that you may or may not see. This is the first of 3 steps. This zone indeed will be released in 3 phases. That's the first phase. The second phase will allow you to explore some new valleys and new canyon. And the third phase will be an open world dungeon, a little bit in the style of Retro Ridge. So far the feedback for this zone has been very positive. You will find a different camp for different group size, some Chevron 2 for a small group, some Chevron 3 for a larger group, and even some creature 2 solo. A nice mini game has been added to the game, Dice Duel. You can now challenge your friends with a friendly duel with dice, meaning that you will not fight with your weapon, but by throwing dice. The first one throw a dice of hundreds, that will give a result. The second player throw a dice of that result, etc. until someone roll a 1. That someone is the loser, and the winner will brag around with a nice little dance. There's several dances, so try out the duel to see how your character is dancing. This is a simple little activity to pass the time when you're waiting for your group at the Ember Ring or hanging around in New Haven City. And now more serious, the abilities for all class at level 34 can now be found. And yes, I say found because you will have to find them on mobs. They are a book that drop from certain mobs in certain area of the relevant level. Those books are soulbound, so be sure to knead on the book that is relevant to you and not to your friends because you will not be able to trade it. Those abilities have been thoroughly tested by our community that has given precious feedback, and so we hope that you're going to enjoy them. And for everyone that enjoy lore, 8 new chain quests have been added to the game for different level and starting in different zone. Some of them are hidden, so you will have to find them out. Those quests can be pretty long and require a group to complete. Many quality of life have been added to the game as well. Buyback, you can now purchase back what you sell by mistake to the merchant. You will only have 30 minutes to do it, so be attentive to what you sell still. I know that many of you are going to be very happy about this. I received so many requests in the past from players that were desperate because they sold the wrong item to the merchant. Now, if that happened, you can purchase it back. The inventory has been expanded. Both your personal stash and your bank receive 2 extra columns, which means that when you purchase a new row, you will have 2 slots in addition of that for free. That's a big news. The social window has received many improvements. First of all, you will always see the looking for group tools, and we really recommend you to try it out and to use it. This tool is only useful if players use it. It is really ideal to find easily a group or to show that you are looking for a group yourself. There is some filter that has been added, for example, Quest or Grimstone Canyon. You can now easily filter your friends or your guild list with different filters, for example, name, level, zone, or last online. Another addition that is really useful is to tick off the box that show players offline. So your list will be very clean and very clear. Very useful if you're part of a very large guild. The chat functionality has been expanded to include also character of non-English language. So for example, the accent or the Scandinavian letters can be added in the chat now. This patch also brings some audio improvement and some performance improvements that you will certainly notice. It's not perfect yet, but it's much better already. And that's it for this patch. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to be part of the community, do not hesitate to join us during our weekly community meetings on Discord. It is an occasion to chit-chat with the rest of the community and with the developers. You will find more information about that directly in the event section on Discord. If you want to see us live, you can check out the weekly community show that I host on my Twitch TV channel during the maintenance every Tuesday. It starts at 6 p.m. Central Europe time or at 11 a.m. Central American time. You will be more than welcome. Take care of yourself and see you soon in game. Bye!